What if I told you that feeling stuck in your career is a good thing? That a career plateau isn't a sign of failure, but a critical message from your future self. We all know the feeling. You're good at your job, you get positive reviews, but the learning has stopped. The excitement is gone. You feel like you're running on a treadmill, working hard, but going nowhere. This is a career plateau. Most advice on this topic is dangerously superficial. It tells you to network more, to ask for a promotion, to get another certification. This is like putting a bandage on a broken bone. A plateau in itself is not a problem to be solved. It is a signal to be interpreted. It's data points telling you that you've outgrown your current environment. And in this video, I'm going to give you a diagnostic system to understand exactly what kind of plateau you are on and a specific targeted strategy to break through it. This is how you turn stagnation into your next evolution. Imagine your career is a plant. When it stops growing, most people's first instinct is to just add more water or more fertilizer. They work longer hours to take on more projects to get another degree, but they never stop to ask if the real problem is that the plant has simply outgrown its pot. All the water in the world won't help if the roots have nowhere else to go. Research on career plateaus show that they are a leading indicator of burnout, emotional exhaustion, and turnover. One study found that employees who feel stagnant are 3.5 times more likely to leave their jobs. This is because a plateau isn't just a lack of external progress, it's an internal crisis of meaning and growth. The flawed system is that we treat all plateaus the same. We apply generic external solutions to what is often a specific internal problem. We try to climb higher on a ladder that is leaning against the wrong wall. Before you can find a solution, you must correctly diagnose the problem. I personally experienced this firsthand. As a clinical pharmacist, I had reached a structural and content plateau. As good at my job, respected, and had a clear path, but the learning curve had flattened. I could see my next 10 years and they looked exactly like the last two. The most dangerous part was that from the outside, I was a picture of success, but on the inside, I was experiencing a deep energy plateau. The work was draining my life force. No promotion or raise could fix that. The pot, I would say, was too small. This brings us to the core idea of person environment fit. It's a psychological concept that says our well-being and performance depend on the match between our personal attributes like our values and skills and the characteristics of our work environment. A plateau is often just a signal that the fit that once worked is no longer optimal. The environment hasn't changed, you have. The solution, therefore, is to use what I call the Plateau Diagnostic. It's a simple system for identifying which of the three main types of career plateau you are experiencing. Type 1 is the structural plateau. You can't move up and there are no more ranks on the ladder in your current company. That is structural plateau. The content plateau is the second one where you are not learning. The work is no longer challenging your skills. Then finally, the energy plateau. This is where you feel drained. The work is misaligned with your core values and what naturally energizes you. Now, think of a video game character. If you've defeated all the enemies on the current level, that is a content plateau, or you've reached the highest rank possible, that is a structural plateau. You don't just keep running around the same level. You have to move to a new level to continue growing. The strategy depends on the type of plateau. The key here is strategic intervention. So instead of using a scattergun approach, you apply a specific solution to a specific problem. This is the essence of engineering. You don't just hit the machine with a hammer. You identify the specific gear that is stuck and you apply a precise lubricant to it. Here are the targeted interventions for each type of plateau. If it's a structural plateau, then your strategy is horizontal expansion. You need to look for opportunities to apply your skills in a new department, a new company, or even a new industry. Your network is your primary tool here. If it is a content plateau, your strategy is skill acquisition. You need to proactively seek out new challenging projects. Take a course, get a certification, or find a mentor who can teach you a new skill. Your learning agility is your primary tool. And if it is an energy plateau, this is the most critical signal. Your strategy is not optimization, it is reinvention. This is a sign that your core values are misaligned with your work. This requires the deep work of auditing your past, identifying your core energy sources, and designing a new path. This is where the full reinvention engineering system comes into play. This is the secret to overcoming career plateaus. You stop seeing them as a sign of failure and start seeing them as a high quality data signal. You diagnose a specific type of plateau and you apply the correct targeted intervention. You don't just try harder, you think smarter. The most common pitfall is misdiagnosing an energy plateau as a content or structural plateau. You think you are just bored or you need a new job, so you get a promotion or switch companies only to find yourself feeling the same way 6 months later. You've just found a fancier, better paying port for a plant that needs a whole new type of soil. A career is not a ladder to be climbed. It is a jungle gym to be explored. Plateaus are not dead ends, they are pivot points. They are invitation from your future self to evolve, to grow, and to realign with what truly matters. Imagine a career where you will never truly stuck, where every plateau becomes a launch pad for your next chapter, where you have the confidence to know when to climb, when to leap, and when to build a whole new structure. That is what you have to sign up for. And here's your experiment. Take 10 minutes this week, look at your current role and ask yourself, which of the three plateaus do I feel the most right now? Structural, content, or energy? You might feel more than one, but which one is a dominant feeling? Then come back here and comment with that one word: structure, content, or energy. Let's see what the data says, but also apply the recommendation from this video to whatever problem you identify. If you're really serious about reinventing yourself or even changing your career this year, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel for relevant guidance on this journey. Welcome to the lab.